This week we're going over a stock in the retail business, and they call it the soft lines because it's closed. Abrocrombie and Fitch. Boy, that's hard to say. But the important thing is this stock is up 350% in 1 year. Absolutely amazing. It's like the tech stocks. And this is Abercrombie today, folks. It's gone youthful. And remember, if you want to live on this beach like Jimmy Buffett at the sunrise, then you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett does all day long. Okay, folks. Abercrombie and Fitch retails lines of men's, women's, and children's clothing, operates under the names Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister, Gilly Hicks, and Social Tourist, originally established in 1892. Folks, it's been around a long time, to supply apparel for the rugged outdoors. Today, and now we're talking about today, the company is better known for its youthful, fashion-orientated casual apparel, which includes jeans, t-shirts, knits, button-down. 762 stores in the U.S. and abroad, has about 29,600 employees. Now, let's look at the green lines, Abercrombie, the blue lines, the average stock in the S&P 500. And you can see, well, it's outperforming the S&P on the clean surplus ROE, underperforming on the net income, and outperforming on the revenue. So we're kind of looking at an average stock here. But let us look a little bit closer here, because why has it just completely gone out of control to the upside? We can see down here, well, in 2020 it lost money. That's because the stores were shut. And during COVID, a lot of stores were shut. Then it came back and it made $4.20. We're looking at net income. And what is net income? It's the clean surplus earnings. You take traditional accounting earnings, you take away future liabilities, you take away non-recurring items, and you have net income, which is the clean surplus earnings. So 2021, $4.20. Then it fell down to almost nothing. Then all of a sudden, 2023, just last year, up $5.65, and next year just gaining another 5 cents per share. But in 2023, I mean, this was a huge jump. So if we take out 2022, we're looking at 2021 coming on strong. Let's skip 22, and 2023 increasing, but 2024 maybe stalling out. So that brought the clean surplus return on equity up into the high teens. Now, the average stock in the S&P 500, or the average stock in the indices, I should say, run about 13.5% clean surplus return on equity. So Abercrombie should be an above average stock, at least lately. Retention rate, it's taking all the money it's making and putting it back into itself in order to grow. But look at net income growth and revenue growth for 2024. It's almost I shouldn't say it's non-existent. It is not increasing over 2023. So that has us a bit worried. Now, it doesn't have much debt at all, years to pay debt. If the company takes all the money it's making, uses it to pay off debt, how long would it take to do that? In years. Buffett likes 5 years or less. We like 3 years or less. So this company can pay off its debt in less than 1 year if it chooses to do so. So that's fine on that end. Now, let's look at 1 year. Black line is the S&P 500. This is price now. Black line S&P 500, and here's Abercrombie. And folks, it is just taken off. It is just absolutely, this is unbelievable here. So you have to be a little bit careful, because you know what happens when you sit on the top of a spike, don't you? Yeah, it could hurt you. So we have to be a little bit careful in here about this meteoric rise that it has over 1 year. Let's look over 5 years. Black line again, S&P 500. And we can see it was pretty much a below average stock back then. And that clean surplus ROE, return on equity, shows it to be so. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of last year, it started taking off because it was announcing that the earnings were coming in very, very strong. And this stock just took off. And here we are. Here's another spike if we're talking about spikes. Yeah, it's right up there. But boy, oh boy, what a rise in this stock. And we're kind of wondering if this is sustainable because it's an above average stock now this year and last year, and this year is only a couple of months old as I'm recording this. This year and last year, yeah, it's been fantastic, but it doesn't look like it's going to grow that much in 2024 as we looked at that chart. Now let's look at 5 years and let's compare it with Lululemon, I should say. So black line S&P 500. Here's Abercrombie down here, this kind of mustard colored line. And let's look at Lululemon. And Lululemon has done really pretty well, folks. This is 2022 when the market went down. The black line again, S&P 500 down about 20%. NASDAQ was down 34% in 2022 here. So these stocks, Lululemon, the blue line, and Abercrombie and Fitch in the mustard colored line all went down, okay, to be expected. And then Lululemon started coming back slowly, has had a good end to 2023, and now in 2024 it's not doing so well, and Abercrombie is doing fantastic. But let us look at Abercrombie one more time. We can see the return on equity was very, very low until 2021. So the key is, or the answer is, or the question is, I should say, is it going to continue into 2024? Now let's look at Lulu for 2024. 12.3%, 12.9%. Net income and revenue. And let's go back again. Almost nil increase in 2024 for Abercrombie. So maybe Abercrombie is not going to keep that meteoric rise unless it really picks up. Coming back to the net income per share or earnings per share in a clean surplus condition, it's not going up much at all for 2024. It's not increasing. So in other words, it had this good run, 2021, nothing 2022, and then 2023, a nice jump. But 2024, folks, it hasn't increased, and that's what we're looking at. That's what's worrying us a little bit about Abercrombie. When we compare it with Lulu, yeah, I'm almost thinking that Lulu, and look at the clean surplus ROE in Lululemon, and Lulu is in our growth portfolio where Abercrombie is not, but we were looking at Abercrombie for sure. But the clean surplus is above 20%, and to be in our growth portfolio, we want to see that 20%, where Abercrombie, no, it's not making it, folks. So many of you have asked me about this stock because it's just everybody was making money on it this year, but will it keep it up? Because we're investors and we want to know about that. So, folks, we've had a week this week where the market went down drastically and then came roaring back toward the end of the week. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, the weekend is here, so go out, take your mind off the market, take your mind off money. Just go out and enjoy yourself, enjoy the outdoors. And, folks, we will be back here Monday because the market opens back here on Monday. So we'll see you then, folks. Take it easy. Stay safe.